Alright, let's get back to it. Testing out a new angle with the camera here. Again, hopefully not too much bald spot. But, let's see here. So this is the olive wood that I was talking about, the cutting boards that they have at TJ Maxx, because these ones, they're a little more expensive. This one was $10, but I was counting the rings. When I got it. 120-ish, at least 120 years old, or at least 120 growth rings. I don't know. Maybe it's a time traveling tree or something like that. Anyways, nice thick piece. You can see it was kind of like two conjoined trunks that had. Yeah, there's a lot of whatchamacallit here. Little wavy patterns here. Got a little hole coming through here and here. So, you can just cut it certain ways to get the grain pattern really nice. This one obviously is a round from the top, and then the one that I cut these ones from, was more of a side surface piece. But, yeah, so there you go. But, just wanted to show that in this video. And then, hold on. So I was looking back at my last video and realized I kind of went on a little bit of a rant there about Calvinists, and I wanted to apologize for any Calvinists out there, and I sincerely hope that I didn't lose anybody. Well, don't really have anybody watching yet, but hopefully that doesn't turn you off from watching my videos. Hopefully I can, my comment section is open. Go ahead and comment and ask questions or tell me I'm wrong, and we can talk about it. I'm not against having a civil conversation with anybody, especially an educated person that likes to, articulate their words and they know what they're talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about half the time anyways, so obviously if you watch my videos enough, if I post enough videos, you'll see that I just do a lot of rambling and a lot of kind of thought dumping type situation with me. That's usually what I find myself in, is just a lot of thought dumping whenever I'm around people talking when I feel comfortable and whatnot. But so this video, I want to do a short little test the new camera angle, see if the lighting's good and whatnot, and then while I'm working on this one, I wanted to talk about me and kind of who I am, and you can just kind of get a gauge of the character I am, and then also to see if you're interested in continuing to watch my videos. I don't know how much I'll talk about myself, more so I'll talk about woodworking or carving and just working with my hands and whatnot, because this is what fulfills me, or at least this is what I've been feeling the calling to recently, is to just get out and work with my hands. But I guess I'll get started with who I am. So, my name's Jacob, and I am struggling with this pencil. You sharpen it. I'm in the Marine Corps. I'm wearing my Marine hoodie right now. But I am on my way out of the Marine Corps due to some, medical related issues. But I've served honorably for 8 years. It'll be 8 plus years once I get out. Once I finally get out. Finish my second full tour. But it's been 8 long years of good times, good memories, deployment, friends, drinking and not drinking, getting sober, and a lot of stuff. But I just wanted to kind of just introduce myself. If you are, I guess I should kind of specify I'm in the United States Marine Corps. I guess I specified that I was in Southern California in the last video, but if you're not watching all my videos, then there you go. But the United States Marine Corps. Joined 2015, and I graduated boot camp eight years ago today. Today is October 23rd, 2023. That was 2015. I graduated boot camp on the same day of the Beirut bombing in Lebanon of the Marine barracks out there in 1983, I think, 1984, something like that. Yeah, so always on this day I usually take time to reflect on their loss and the impact it had on the Marine Corps at the time and in the future in my day. But I also take this day to remember some of the good stories and experiences that I had in boot camp. We all have, our experiences in life. Mine were, I wouldn't say anything special so far. I've had some special experiences, but nothing too noteworthy. But I do remember boot camp and all the funny stories that came out of it. Yeah, fellow recruits peeing themselves in the squad bay because they wouldn't ask the drill instructor if they could use the head. Just silly stuff to, yeah, normal shenanigans of a boot camp story, but nothing too crazy. No one died in my boot camp, so I guess it wasn't too crazy, but yeah, graduated October 23rd, 2015. I remember that day very clearly. It was quite warm for October, but this was in Parris Island, South Carolina. So it's pretty warm still in October over there. It's not brutal all the time, but I remember it clearly. It was still pretty good, pretty hot. It was a nice breeze that day. I remember that, but funny little story about that day. First day that I seen at the time, my girlfriend for the first time, obviously, in 3 months and a couple of days. It was was a good reunion. She's my wife now, by the way. But for you of those that don't know me, she is my wife. We got married. But at the time we were dating, she had drove down with her family and my family, and they all they all got these shirts. These shirts, and they always post the pictures of them on Facebook when they pop up. But it says something like "My hero is a United States Marine." It says my last name on it or something. It's a corny little shirt, but you know, it meant a lot at the time because you know it was support from the family and whatnot. Because Marine boot camp ain't nothing to sneeze about. It's definitely well, it's changed over the years since I've been in, but yeah, there's been quite a lot of shenanigans that's happened down there. But you know, still Marine Corps boot camp, still challenging. So, anyways, back to what I was saying. They had these shirts and they were all silly. And I remember, so we had a family day. I think the family day was Sunday. Can't remember that day very clearly, but I think it was Sunday. But so I hadn't seen my girlfriend at the time for 3 months, and she had written in a letter to me that I had received. And she sent me little pictures here and there in my letters. So, something cute here and there. But, pictures of her smiling. Little stuff to motivate me to keep going. But she never sent any pictures that she took after she dyed her hair. So, my wife, or my girlfriend at the time, my beautiful goofball girlfriend, she had dyed her hair red. Now, not like fiery phoenix red, more like a, I don't know, more like an orangey red. I don't know. It wasn't crazy, but it was not it was not expected. Now, mind you, my girlfriend, my wife, she's dirty blonde now, but 8 years ago she was pretty blonde. And so I'm sitting there. Actually, we marched into the room. We marched into the family room. Like where we met all of our families for the first time since we started. And I'm walking in there. Left foot, right foot, left foot, drill foot, whatever, kill foot, whatever. Hoorah, yut, all that motivational shit. We were really gung ho. Marching in, and I'm looking for my family out of the peripheral because I can't turn my head when I'm marching, so I couldn't really see them. I hadn't spotted them yet. So once they snapped to, we stopped marching. Left face the crowd. I'm looking around. And I think I see her. I can't remember if I see her first or if I see one of our family members first. But they dismiss us. They dismiss us from the formation, and so we're all running towards our families, obviously, and trying to find our families. And I see my girlfriend walking up to me, but she's a redhead. And well, first of all right, and I know she'll watch this. My beautiful wife, I love you. so much. But it was such a shock right in the beginning because I'm like, hang on a second. Because when you're experiencing a pretty traumatic experience, boot camp is, it's pretty tough. I wouldn't say it's the hardest thing I've done in my life, but it's definitely in the top 5, probably top 3. But there's a lot of guys that say boot camp is easy, and they're lying. We all suffered. We all were tortured in some way. We all had a hard time, at least for a little bit, before you figured out the games that they played. It was hard. Then once the games were figured out, and the drill instructors and the recruits and we all just kind of started figuring out each other's little games, then it wasn't that bad. Anyways, everybody experiences it differently, but I would say it was pretty traumatic at the time for me. Pretty aggressive environment that I wasn't used to. I had a pretty good upbringing when I was a kid, so I was pretty safe when I was a kid and all that, but so when you go through, stuff like that, uncomfortable environments, you focus on what makes you happy. You focus on those good memories. You focus on those happy faces. Those people that you love that motivate you to keep going, right? Well, I had done that with my wife. I looked at her pictures that she sent me in the mail. Well, once I got them, once I had received the letters, I looked at those pictures every single night before I went to bed. I'd crawl into my rack and I'd pull out the picture from under my pillow or wherever I put it. I don't even remember where I shoved it into so that the drill instructors wouldn't find it, but I'd pull them out and I'd look at them and I'd say a prayer. Lord, give me the strength to continue to the next day. I know that that this is part of your plan for me to get through boot camp. And I would get through the next day. And I'd look at my wife's pictures and I would, I'd say a little prayer for her and I'd say, Lord, keep her safe and protected and healthy and until I can see her again, And all those pictures, she was blonde. Pretty sure all those pictures she was blonde. I think I still have them. I should dig them out and make sure. Well, babe, if you're watching this, you can comment and tell me I was wrong. And then all the guys that watch this, you can see that my wife, with her immaculate memory, can remember. But, anyways, so I'm standing there, and I make eye contact with her, and someone got a picture of us. I don't know who it was, but someone got a picture of me looking at her and her looking at me. And you could see it in my face and in my head. In my mind, you could see her hair is red. But she's so beautiful. She's so beautiful. Yeah, so good day. Well, that was family day, but graduation day was same thing. Obviously I'd seen her on family day, so it wasn't as much of a shock to see her again. But this time I got to see her and then go home with her. And yeah. So 8 years ago. Good memories. If any of you guys watching served, which I know there's probably someone out there that's watching that's a veteran or you're still active duty or you're reservist or whatever. If you've served in any capacity, obviously you have those same exact memories. Someone came, whether it was an uncle or a friend or a wife or a girlfriend or even if you didn't have anybody come and you just hung out with the boys afterwards, you know, still have those memories of that day. And yeah, there's a lot of guys out there that'll say it's it's cheesy to think about that, what are you thinking about that for, old boot camp stories, Yeah, when you're active duty, it's definitely a little cheesy to bring up boot camp stories, because everybody's got a boot camp story. Everybody's got something to share. So, oh, I saw a drill instructor do this. Oh, I saw a recruit do that. Oh, this happened to me, or this happened to me. Whatever. And I know that some guy's gonna find my YouTube channel 15 years ago or 15 years from now, and he's gonna go, "Oh yeah, I remember that guy. Oh, me, I remember Jacob. Yeah, he's the one who fell off the what was that? The confidence course rope over the water or something. Yeah, I fell off of it. Yeah, I'm not gonna pretend that I'm some champion, you know. But so if any of you guys from my boot camp platoon or my boot camp company, golf company, you you see my video in a year or 2 or 10 or 15 or 20, whatever, if YouTube's still up, comment that, please, so I can laugh. And I can remember the good times when I did fall in off the confidence course rope thing and dunked into that nasty frickin' bacteria-filled puddle that they call the pool in the South Carolina swamps of Parris Island. But yeah, that's a little bit about me. I'll get into it a little bit more as I make more videos. But I got a couple more of these to go. I got like 3 or 4 of them to finish, and then I'll probably set up the camera over there on the bench to get a little bit of me sanding them and oiling them, and then yeah, I don't know about this one. This one's got pretty solid crack through it. See how much it withstands when I oil it. Usually olive wood stays together even if it's cracked. Something small like this will stay together pretty well, because it's it's not going to get used in an aggressive manner. I don't know. Someone might be exercising some demon with the power of the cross. I don't know. Well, that's about it. Thanks for watching the video. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you want to keep watching. I'll probably keep uploading. I don't know how many times I'll upload, but I kind of enjoy this little side of my life, kind of just getting out of the military and kind of having alone time, but time with you guys. But time to sit and reflect. Maybe tell some stories. Because I tell stories to the guys, that come over and whatnot, but maybe tell some stories on YouTube, and at least I'll have a place that all my stories are, and I can go back in 20 years and see my archived videos that I uploaded in 2023 and laugh about the silly stories that I told. So, alright, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one.